The Young and the Restless, Spoilers, full. Welcome back to our channel. It is a beautiful day to dive into some major daytime drama. So grab your coffee and let us get right into the absolute madness that is unfolding in Genoa City today. And honestly, you guys, I am just so exhausted by Billy Abbott right now. I mean, we have been watching this storyline for what feels like forever, and it just keeps getting messier and messier. So let us talk about Billy and his massive ego trip because it is completely out of control. A few episodes ago, we saw him literally strutting around town like he already owned the world. He was bragging to Lily and Kane. He was acting like he was the undisputed king of Genoa City just because he found some dusty old document about a loan John Abbott made to Philip Chancellor decades ago. And he thought this was his golden ticket. He really thought this was going to just hand him Chancellor Industries on a silver platter. But what was he thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? I mean, this is Billy we are talking about. He always self-destructs, always. But this time it feels different. This time it feels darker. Billy is so completely consumed by power and greed and this desperate need to prove himself that he is not even acting like a rational human being anymore. He is just a walking, talking ego. And you know who is watching all of this happen. Sally Spectra. Poor Sally. Let us be real for a second, because Sally has been through so much trauma in her life. She lost her baby Ava. She had her heart broken by Adam. She has fought tooth and nail to build a stable life for herself, and she finally thought she found a safe harbor with Billy. But now she is just standing there, watching the man she supposedly loves turn into a corporate monster right before her very eyes. Sally is just so depressed looking at him. You can see it in her eyes in every single scene. She is watching Billy drown in his own obsession, and it is breaking her heart. But it is also making her sick to her stomach. Sally wanted a partner. She did not want a warlord. She sees Billy getting high on this power trip, and she knows exactly where this leads because she has seen it before. She knows that when men in Genoa City get this obsessed with a company, they end up destroying everything and everyone around them. And Sally just cannot do it anymore. He cannot sit back and watch Billy burn his own life down and drag her into the flames with him. So she makes a choice, a massive, shocking, unbelievable choice that is going to change the entire landscape of the show. Sally decides that she wants Billy to fail. Yes, you heard me right. Sally Spectra, the woman who is supposed to be standing by her man, actually wants him to lose because she knows that winning Chancellor will be the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to him. It will validate all of his toxic behavior. It will turn him into the exact kind of ruthless dictator that he always claimed to hate. He is basically turning into Victor Newman, and Sally refuses to be married to a Victor clone. She just refuses. And so what does she do? She takes matters into her own hands. Sally sneaks in and she steals the agreement. She actually steals the crucial John Abbott loan document, the one piece of evidence that Billy was using to hold the entire Chancellor Company hostage. She takes it, and she does not just hide it or destroy it. No, she takes it straight to Lily Winter. Let us just pause and think about how wild this is. Sally taking the document to Lily. Lily, who has been fighting so hard to protect Catherine Chancellor's legacy. Lily, who offered to pay Jack back with interest just to make this whole nightmare go away. Sally hands Lily the keys to the kingdom. She gives Lily the document, and just like that, everything is over for Billy. It is done. The war is effectively over because without that document, Billy has absolutely no legal leg to stand on. He has no leverage. He has no threat. He has nothing. And now Lily is sitting pretty. The fans on social media are already doing the math, and everyone is saying that Lily's win rate is now at like 90%. She has the document. She has the upper hand. She has Kane backing her up, and she has the moral high ground. Lily is going to keep Chancellor, and she is going to crush Billy's takeover attempt into dust. And she owes it all to Sally Spectra. I mean, who saw that alliance coming? The writers really pulled a fast one on us with this twist, and I have to admit I am kind of loving it. It is messy, and it is complicated, and it is exactly the kind of soap opera drama we tune in for. But of course, Billy does not know any of this yet, or at least he did not know at first. He realizes the document is missing, and he goes into an absolute tailspin. I mean, imagine the panic. He has been parading around town, threatening Victor Newman, threatening Jack, threatening Lily, and now his one weapon is just gone. Poof, vanished into thin air. He is frantically searching everywhere. He is tearing the place apart. He is probably blaming everyone from Victor to Adam to Jack, because in Billy's mind, everyone is always out to get him. He never for 1 second stops to think that the call is coming from inside the house until he catches her. Billy catches Sally, and this is where the storyline goes from being a corporate drama to a really dark psychological thriller. Billy realizes that Sally is the one who took it. He realizes that the woman he loves, the woman he is building a future with, is the one who stabbed him in the back and sabotaged his entire empire. And he just snaps. He completely loses his mind. Billy grabs Sally by the collar. He actually gets physical. He grabs her collar and he gets right in her face, and he is just screaming at her. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you betray me? And honestly, this scene is so hard to watch because it just shows how far gone Billy really is. Grabbing her collar? Really, Billy? That is where we are at now? He is so blinded by his rage and his loss of power that he is physically intimidating Sally. And you just know the fans are going to absolutely riot over this. People are already tired of Billy's whining, but crossing the line into physical aggression, that is a point of no return for a lot of viewers. But Sally does not back down. She does not cower. She looks him dead in the eye while he is grabbing her, and she tells him the truth. She reveals the final secret reason why she did it. And this is the part that just completely broke my heart and also made me cheer for Sally. Sally tells him that she did it to save him, but not just to save him from Victor. She did it to save him from himself. She tells Billy that she saw what this obsession was doing to him. She saw the madness in his eyes. She saw how he was willing to destroy his own brother Jack. She saw how he was willing to go to war with Lily and Kane and everyone else just for a leather chair and a corner office. And Sally tells him that she could not let him do it. She could not let him become a monster. But there is more. The final secret reason. Sally tells him that she knows Victor and Adam were plotting against him. She knows that Victor was just waiting for Billy to make his move so that Victor could absolutely annihilate him. Victor was setting a trap, a massive, humiliating public trap that would have ruined Billy's life forever. Sally knew that if Billy went through with the takeover, Victor would have crushed him into a million pieces. So she stole the document to stop the takeover. She stole it to take the target off Billy's back. She tells him, I did not betray you, Billy. I saved your life. I saved our future. Because if you had gone down this path, there would be no us. There would be no future. You would have lost everything. And you can just see the realization wash over Billy's face. Or maybe not realization, maybe just pure, unadulterated denial. Because Billy never wants to admit that he is wrong. He never wants to admit that someone else knows better. He is probably going to twist this in his mind and convince himself that Sally is just a traitor who ruined his dreams. He is going to play the victim because that is what Billy Abbott does best. He plays the victim. But let us zoom out for a second and look at the bigger pattern here. This fits the show's usual style so perfectly. The writers love to build Billy up just to tear him down. They love to give him a taste of success and then have his own hubris completely destroy him. But this time, it feels different because it is Sally pulling the trigger. Sally, who has always been so desperate for love and acceptance. Sally, who usually clings to these toxic men because she is afraid of being alone, for her to be the one to stand up and say, no, I will not let you do this, that is huge character growth for her. I mean, maybe I am being too harsh on Billy. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. Billy has trauma too. He has always felt like the outcast in the Abbott family. He has always felt like he had to prove himself to Jack and to Jill and to Victor. So finding this document, finding this loophole that proved the Abbott's own chancellor, it was like his ultimate vindication. It was his way of saying, look at me, I am the smart one, I am the powerful one. But he just took it too far. He always takes it too far. And now what happens? Lily has the document. She has a 90% chance of winning. She is probably going to march right into a boardroom and declare victory. She might even use the document to secure her position permanently and completely lock the Abbotts out of Chancellor forever. And honestly, she deserves it. Lily has worked so hard to build Chancellor Winter. She has dealt with Devon's drama. She's dealt with Kane's drama. She's dealt with Billy's drama. She deserves to just sit in that CEO chair and run the company in peace. But what does this mean for Billy and Sally? How do you come back from this? How do you come back from your fiancé stealing your most prized possession and giving it to your enemy? And how do you come back from grabbing your fiancé by the collar in a fit of rage? I just do not see how they survive this. I really do not. The trust is completely broken on both sides. Billy thinks Sally is a traitor, and Sally knows that Billy is a volatile, power-hungry mess. And let us not forget about Adam in all of this. Adam is sitting on the sidelines watching this whole thing implode. He was ready to write a massive smear campaign against Billy for Newman Media. Now that Billy has lost the document and lost the takeover, Adam is probably going to laugh his head off. But Adam is also going to see that Sally is the one who took Billy down. And you know that is going to spark something in Adam. He is going to look at Sally and think, wow, she really is ruthless when she needs to be. She really is a survivor. And that Chatham connection is never really dead, is it? It is always just simmering right beneath the surface. I just keep thinking about that moment. Billy grabbing Sally's collar. It is so visceral. It is so ugly. It really shows that underneath all the expensive suits and the charming smiles, Billy Abbott is a deeply, deeply broken man. He is a man who values a corporate victory over the safety and trust of the woman he loves. And Sally, seeing that, seeing the monster come out, she had to make the hardest choice of her life. Honestly, you guys, the writers have really outdone themselves with this specific twist. I know we complain a lot about the pacing on this show. We complain that storylines drag on for months with nothing happening. But this is fast. This is brutal. This is high-stakes emotional warfare. Sally stealing the document is going to send shockwaves through every single family in Genoa City. The Abbotts are going to be humiliated. Jack is probably going to be secretly relieved because he did not want to go to war anyway. Jill is going to be furious, but also maybe a little impressed that Sally had the guts to do it. Victor is going to be smug as always because Victor always wins even when he does not actually do anything. Victor is just going to sit at his desk at the ranch and drink his tequila and laugh at the fact that Billy Abbott destroyed his own life yet again. And what about the legal side of this? If Lily has the document, can she just destroy it? Can she file it away? Billy has no proof anymore. He was bragging about it, but without the physical paper or the digital file, he is just a crazy guy yelling about a decades-old loan that nobody can verify. It is over. It is so completely over. But the emotional fallout is what I am really here for. I want to see the aftermath of that collar grab. I want to see Sally pack her bags and walk out the door. I want to see Billy sitting alone in an empty room, realizing that his obsession cost him the only good thing he had left in his life, because that is the tragedy of Billy Abbott. He is his own worst enemy. He always has been. He always will be. I just cannot get over how depressed Sally looked before she did it. You could see the light just dying in her eyes every time Billy opened his mouth to brag about Chancellor. She was grieving the relationship before it was even over. She was grieving the man she thought he was. And when she finally took the document, it was not an act of malice. It was an act of desperation. It was a mercy killing for his ego. So now we wait. We wait to see how Lily plays her winning hand. We wait to see if Billy tries to retaliate against Sally. We wait to see if Adam swoops in to pick up the pieces of Sally's broken heart. And we wait to see if Billy can ever redeem himself after crossing that physical line. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because my head is absolutely spinning from all of this. Do you think Sally did the right thing? Do you think Billy is going to forgive her? Do you think Lily is going to officially take full control of Chancellor now? It is all just so much, and I am here for every single second of it. Stay tuned, because Genoa City is about to explode, and it is going to be a wild ride